everyone, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to quickly do a review of the Tesla Configurator. If any of you are looking to purchase a new Tesla, either the long range version or the plaid version, I wanted to walk you through the configurator. This is probably one of the simplest configurators online. If any of you have looked at different configurators, you'll see how simple they can actually be. This one is definitely one of the simplest ones I've certainly seen out there. So let's go ahead and click on a custom order for the Model S here. The page will kind of load and it gives you a couple different options here. I'm going to walk you through a lot of these different options. The first thing you're going to kind of see at the very top is obviously you can toggle between the country that you have available to you. I know that many people that watch the channel are over in Asia and Europe as well. So make sure you hit the right country area that you are located in. Also, you will receive different tax incentives by the state or the country as well, which Tesla does a pretty good job of highlighting those. So I live in California, so you can see we have a $1,500 clean fuel reward is now available. There is a lot of rumor that President Biden in the United States is actually going to increase the federal tax credit as well. So we'll have to wait and see if that actually happens. But I think it kind of will, just a lot of the rumors. You also have in the lower left down here, you'll notice that there is a chat functionality if you do want to chat with someone live with any questions that you have. And then you also have the ability to click right or left here. There's a button on the right side as well as the left side here to be able to toggle through just some different pictures of the new Model S. So that makes it really nice to be able to just look at how beautiful the car is. It's just a gorgeous automobile. I'm sure many of you have seen the videos that I've put up here, but just a great way of toggling through. And what they've done in the interior is just amazing, just gorgeous inside the car. So definitely take a look at those. Okay, over here now you have the purchase price, and then the Tesla also will give you the potential savings where they reduce the price slightly based on the savings that you're going to save from driving an electric car. They've been doing this for a while. The one other thing to really take note of is the estimated delivery time. They're saying March to April of next year, which is quite a ways out. That's pretty far out there, but I'm sure you guys have seen lots of rumors out there of when they're actually going to deliver the car is going to vary quite a bit. But let's go ahead and toggle to purchase price versus potential savings. Again, the potential savings is going to lower the amount on the price, but if I keep it on purchase price, that's the actual price you would purchase. Later on in the configurator, we'll be able to adjust it for leasing or purchasing if I want to put money down on it. So right now we have the long range version clicked on. We also can switch it to plaid, and you can see these numbers change slightly for that as well. I'm going to go ahead and keep it on the long range version. That's my preference. I just think it's a much better price, but we will come back so you can see kind of the difference between the two. You see here the long range version is giving us an estimated range of 375 miles, 155 mile an hour top speed, and 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. Whereas when I click on the plaid, you'll see that we're looking at really more of an estimated range of 348 miles, top speed of 200, not sure when you're ever going to do that, and 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds. Pretty amazing there. But again, we'll go ahead and keep it on the long range. Another thing I highly recommend doing is looking at any potential savings that you have as well, and then click on feature details. This is kind of nice to just get a comparison of the acceleration of it, the range. You can compare long range versus plaid here, long range versus plaid here on the acceleration, and top speed as well, which is really nice to be able to look at that. Drivetrain, this is kind of interesting if you haven't seen this, but The long range version is a dual motor, one on the front axle, one on the rear axle. And then the Plaid is actually tri-motor. So there's two motors in the rear connected together, as well as one motor in the front of the car. And then some more notes and information about the power efficiency and ratings like that. You can toggle to the right here to get more about the all-wheel drive system. I definitely suggest taking a look at that. I can continue to go to the right here. You can talk, it will give you basic autopilot. There's also advanced autopilot available as well. Gives you more information about charging, so you can charge the car and different types of things that you may want to know about for charging itself. So definitely suggest. Sentry is a security mode that the car can go in. It's also a dash camera. All the cameras around the car will record when things happen. In fact, a lot of people out there may or may not know that you can actually record if someone comes up and keys your car, bumps your car when you're inside the grocery store. Sentry mode will actually capture them. A lot of criminals and really bad people that are like Tesla haters that have done that actually have been caught by the police because of this. It's pretty amazing. Another thing that's really great about Sentry mode is also if you get in an accident and your airbags go off, the car automatically will record the last 10 minutes. So you can see basically who was at fault in that accident. So really nice. Adaptive suspension, a great feature. It allows the car to adapt in the comfort, ride height, things like that. I noticed this when I've driven my long range version, that it will actually raise the suspension up, mainly because I usually set it at a low, very tight setting. It'll raise it up, giving me a little more comfort, but only when the ground is excessively bumpy. And so that's a really nice feature to have. It's all an air suspension. A little bit about the storage that's available. A lot of storage is in the Tesla Model S, so it makes it very convenient. And then about the mobile app. This mobile app is great to use. Not many people understand how advanced the mobile app is for the car, but it's outstanding. I use this almost every day. It acts as my key for the car. Also, if I'm in a store and it's really hot out, right now it's really hot in California in the summer months, but if I want to cool the car off before I go outside, I can literally turn on the air conditioning via the remote and it will cool the car off. I've also been in situations where my wife needs to grab something out of the car, but I may be in the gym working out or doing something. I can literally unlock the car directly from the remote, allow her to get into the car and grab something. So some really nice functionality. I'll definitely do a video just on the mobile apps. So a lot of great features that come along with the car itself. So we're going to stay on long range version. Let's go down here. You have different options. So there's a white option, which is really nice against the dark wheels. I like that. Again, you can scroll through the different images to see how the car looks in that color. So Tesla makes that really nice. The black version, which was the version I chose. You have the gray version as well, actually called Midnight Silver Metallic. This is the color my buddy actually got. You may have seen that in the latest video I posted against the long range versus Plaid. I'll put that in the description below if you're interested in seeing that. Also, there's a nice blue version as well. And again, feel free to toggle through the different images. And red. You know what? I really like the red version quite a bit. This is probably my second choice that I was going to maybe grab. I really think that red is pretty striking. I ended up not going with it. I went with the black just because I love the black. And then even for the long range version, you can get the upgraded 21-inch wheels with the high performance Michelin Pilot Sport S tires, which is what I did. It looks almost identical to the Plaid, but it just looks really cool. And that's essentially what I did. But if you want to be more economical, you actually will get more range if you go with this. You can see the range jumped up to 405 miles with these smaller 19-inch rims. The car still does really well, but it just does a lot better in range. And so that's an option there to get to 405 miles. And if I scroll back up to the top, yeah, sure enough, 405 miles on the long range version, mainly because of the rims themselves are set up here. And even if I switch to plaid and I were to get these smaller wheels on the plaid, you know, you can see that the range jumped back up there as well. But let's stay on the long range. Scroll down. I'm going to go ahead and select the high performance 21-inch wheels, tires, mainly because I really like the look at that. 375 miles on one battery charge is still just outstanding. So, all right, now we get into the interior. So most people are going to go with the black interior. In the long range version, you only get basically one option for the accent woods here. If I do switch to the white, you can see they lighten the wood. It's more of a walnut decor, and then there's also a tan option as well that you can get as well, which is pretty nice. But just to kind of show you the difference, if I jump back up here, I click on plaid, scroll back down here, and I go ahead and I select the white version. You can see now there's a wood and a carbon fiber version, so you can see what that carbon fiber looks like, which is really nice to see that as well. And then again, I could also switch this to the beige, and you can have carbon fiber or even the black. My buddy that recently got a plaid, he did the black with the carbon fiber, and it just looks amazing. But let's scroll back up, and we'll click on the long range again, scroll down, and then let's stay on the white because that's essentially the version I was able to purchase and pick up. And then really gives you a lot of different options there. Again, it's just such a lovely car. We already kind of went through the featured details. Now if you want to add full self-driving, I've already selected it. I can remove it. It's going to lower our price down by $10,000, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it on. Actually, let me add that. So full self-driving, this is navigate on autopilot, amazing feature. Auto lane change, also amazing feature just by hitting the blinker. Even when you're in autopilot, will automatically move there. Auto park, excellent, especially if you're not very good at parallel parking. It literally does the whole thing for you. It's pretty cool. Summon is where it will come out and drive to you by hitting a button on the mobile app. I've actually never used this. Not sure how helpful it is. I guess it's kind of cool that the car will drive by itself, only usable in parking lots or your own driveway. But again, it's something I haven't used. Full self-driving computer. Supposedly Tesla's beta testing right now the full self-driving capability. We'll see if that actually comes out. And then traffic light and stop sign control is also available while in autopilot. I actually haven't even used that too much, so I'll do a separate video on autopilot and we'll see how well that works. Auto steer on city streets, that's coming later. I've seen some videos, YouTube videos online of people actually testing this that have been granted the really, really early beta users. If you have a comments below, please put that in, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on that as well. So we'll go ahead and keep that. Let's go ahead and jump down to payment now, and you'll see here what it looks like. So if I pay cash, this is kind of nice because I can toggle through stuff here. But I guess before we do that, let's show the full details. So this is the full breakdown. You can see the baseline cost. Black was an additional $1,500. The rims and tires an additional $4,500. Adding the white premium interior with the walnut decor is another $2,000. Full self-driving is $10,000. So total price on this car, if I were to spec it today and purchase it, it's $107,000, almost $108,000. There are some reductions in tax credits as well, and potential savings that you would get. That kind of lowers that. I don't usually configure that in. And I got to be honest with you, when I ordered my Model S long range version back in January, the car was about $9,000, $8,000 less So I was really lucky to get it quite a bit less. I'm sure you guys have heard that Tesla kind of fluctuates their prices here and there from time to time. So down here you can see, what do you want to really do with your option? You can buy it all out in cash, you could lease the car, you could get a loan on the car, and then it's a really nice customized payment here. So if I go ahead and click on a customized payment, it's going to give you a really simple calculator where if I put $7,500 down on the car and I wanted to pay it over 72 months at the certain APR percentage, which is what Tesla offers for people that have excellent credit, it's going to show you your financing $101,000, which shows you what your payment would be. You can toggle these numbers. If I want to pay it off in 4 years, you can see how that's going to toggle the numbers a little bit. There's also lease options as well. You can change the amount of miles that you want to drive per year. You can also change your down payment and then adjust the length of the lease also, which can be helpful to really get the right kind of payment you want. So this is really, really helpful to have this calculator here. A lot of car configurators have these calculators now. And then Tesla's requesting a $100 deposit, non-refundable order. So if you do pay this, and then it will be non-refundable if you change your mind. You do get a certain amount of time to change color combinations and things like that. Tesla will send you an email and kind of warn you about that before it actually goes into manufacturing. You can also pay for this $100 over with a credit card or via Apple Pay as well. So it makes it really easy to do that. So that's it on the overall Tesla configurator. Again, they make it really easy to adjust and make changes on it. This is the version I ended up purchasing. I like quite a bit. It's the long range version, all in black with the high performance rims and tires, as well as the white interior. Something that I loved quite a bit. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite is. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I would love to have as many of you involved. And again, please put some recommendations and comments below. And let me know what you think of my configurator video here. Thanks again for your time. It's a pleasure as always. Take care, everyone.